Hey guys, we had a really great morning in the room. About 11 points of opportunity just across the board. Julie and I are out, taking our morning break, taking a walk. But what I want to do is get into the opportunities for the trades this afternoon, talk about those magnificent seven. So let's take a look. This won't actually be live stream. This will just be a recording, as I said. All right, so look, the markets opened down this morning, so we had a pop to the downside and then this climb up into the range. That gave us a support and resistance level on those triple Qs that really, if we look at the chart here, really lined up nicely with today's central pivot. And then if you were looking to trade the QQQ and the NQ pair, then what you had was this move back down again, came in, didn't get quite down to the earlier VWAP. So the earlier VWAP was actually from yesterday's high down into here and in today's morning high down into there. So they overlapped. And then the shot higher here got right up into the support and resistance that we had at that 499.88 level. So 498.45 up to 499.88. That's a big move in the futures and a really, really good opportunity for profit. So in the room this morning, we had 11 points of opportunity. And again, the key when you have a big, big list like that is you have to go through, you have to parse it, and you have to make sense out of which ones are the opportunities that you should get in front of, and then which ones are just opportunities, and you don't want to go taking a trade just because it's set up as a 1, 2, 3. You want it to be a perfect 1, 2, 3, something that gives you lots and lots of opportunity for profit and has a tight stop. So we talked to Eric about that this morning. I think we cleared up some ideas on how to enter and exit the trades, and that's great. Apple right now. So let's go Magnificent 7. Apple is, again, we're on the island, so I'm not doing a camera thing because I've kind of got a makeshift rig here as we do when we travel. And we're going to be here for a while. Going to be back up in LA for a couple of days, over in Las Vegas for a couple of days, but down on the island sort of for the duration. October and November are beautiful months here. So if you're looking at Apple, I am in this box right here. And I'm looking at a move down into 230.61 from this pivot. So a short up at the black pivot line is definitely something that I think is worth looking at. You know, that's I don't know. It's a short today, no matter what, and no matter how you look at it, right? Everybody wants to figure out a way to go long Apple, but this 231.36 pivot or 40 pivot there is a really good place, I think, for just a short side opportunity. Looking at 231.11 as a first target, and then 230.61 as a possible extension. On Amazon, Amazon's in the box too, right? And Amazon's been trending lower over the course of the session. So we got that move down, pull back, right? That's a nice switch hitter, pull back, gets right into support and resistance. So we got a 194.21 support and resistance area there. And then that one held this time again, 194.21, looking for a move down into this volume by price node here just above that pivot line. So it pretty much just got down close to it, but let's look for it again. If it comes up and it stops us out break even, we'll just look for another entry from a little jog above there into a little pullback down through it. We'll get a short the stock. Google is doing a really nice geometric kind of a thing today. And I think that the volatility bands that we have set up are really solid. So these have been set up for a little while now. And this bottom line, this 180.44 line just triggered, looking for 181.40. So almost a buck on the move higher anywhere in this block of sort of volume by price stuff over here is a good place to start peeling off profits. And really, if we move back down into the 180.44 area, then I think, it's just suitable to pull the plug, wait for it to move back down below, that's possible right here, and then come back up through it for another trigger. So it's really, the focus has to be on, this volume by price node out here. Let's see if that holds up. Let's see if there's still going to be support there. If there is, we should be good for a move higher from that level. we've got Meta, and Meta is really trading nicely in a range here between 598.95 and spot 30, so $600.30. So that's a nice big move. Remember, Meta, if you're going to take those, you want to go and reduce the share size. So if you just got into that in the room, we've had that marked while I was getting ready to do these trades. You guys are in here following along. If you see that bump into the bottom of the box again, let it dip a little. Look at the elasticity the last time that it went down, and use that as your guide for how much it would be allowed to reverse before you decide to enter a position. Microsoft, same kind of a thing. I would say, I'm probably missing a level here. This should be a threshold level down at, right in here probably. So at 435.66, I think for me, I'm going to let it get down to that before I go long. So 435.66 up into 436.07 would be the first place that I was looking. But generally speaking, this is really nice and tight too. These are all in the box today. This is exactly the ideal kind of a situation for putting together these trading ranges. We've got 139.77 up to 140.22 on NVIDIA. Lower price stock, smaller range, easier to trade. If it gets down into the bottom of the range, bottom of the box here, 138.97, that again sets the stage for tracking higher. Keep an eye on your trader clock. Make sure we're not getting into a reversal period before you take one, right? You want to make sure that if it's coming down into here, it's solid here before the reversal zone, and then you don't want to be entering this coming into a reversal period on your trader clock, right, in that time zone thing where it's it winds up slamming down into this range. So just keep an eye on the time. That's a no-brainer. And then we've got Tesla. So Tesla's been really good in terms of trading very geometrically today. It is 261 up to, easily up to 262.35. Could go higher, but, I think that this guy is, the 236.16 area is kind of pushing a little bit, but the ease of motion could be from 261 up into that 262.35 region right there. So that is it for now. That's it in a nutshell. We got lots and lots of things that are confluent, lots of things that are lining up. If you guys have questions, just pop them out in the room and I will answer them as we go. But I think that this should be a pretty active portion of the day here as we move forward. All right. I will talk to everybody in just a little bit.